It's not against the law just because he plays a policeman. You don't have to worry about that.
I was worried. I tried to get one. They wouldn't give me one.
Maybe it is in San Francisco.
Tonight, almost live, it's America Tonight. 30 minutes of TV on the UBS network. Located on the UBS Broadcasting Mall in Alta Coma, California, the unfinished furniture capital of the world, with Benjamin Church, who left his brains in Washington, Dr. Chester Hutchison and his nurse Frances, with the inside story of Jill St. John, and the real Jill St. John, who has a mouthful on this show, with the music of Happy Kind and the Mirthmakers, and me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. Hi, everybody. And now, here's your host and mine, Mr. Barth Gimble.
Thank you. Thank you. I just started it, too. I'll save it. Listen, good evening, and welcome to America Tonight. I am Barth Gimble, and thank you. Well, it's not the record, but it was heartfelt. As you probably know, if you're a regular viewer, I'm not the kind of guy that goes around kissing a lot of behinds to make friends in Hollywood. If I like someone, I'll just kiss them right on the front like a normal person. You know, also, I got to take my hat off to Suzanne Summers, the stars of she's one of Three's Company, the star of that. She did a very gutsy thing recently, and guts is something I greatly admire. Except on the interstate or a PG movie or on a restaurant menu. The list is endless. Anyway, the National Enquirer printed a story about some legal problems she had about, I think it was 10 years ago or so. And I guess it was pretty embarrassing information to surface just at the time when she's booming as big as Farrah Fawcett Majors. Actually, Suzanne is... Well, what I meant is as popular as Farrah Fawcett Majors. Anyway, I guess Suzanne was kind of ticked off at this kind of scandal sheet tactic, so she agreed to do an exclusive interview with The Star to give her side of the story, and to promote that issue of The Star, she did a commercial for them for free. Now, to me, it takes guts to do anything for free. And to the people at The Star, I have heard through the grapevine that the Enquirer is just waiting for the ratings on this show to hit double figures before going with a cover story that digs up a lot of old dirt on me. And even if you water down that dirt, it'll still be the same old mud. And I would be perfectly willing to beat those slime crawlers to the punch by granting an exclusive interview to The Star and clearing all this up even before it gets confused. And of course, we can talk about the commercial too. If not free, maybe something deferred. And speaking of deferring, here's a man who thinks that deferring is what they do to minks and seals. Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host and announcer, Jerry Hubbard.
Well, you'd have a lot of dirt to dish with the Enquirer, the Star, wouldn't you? I mean, just about that time you spent in jail in Miami, all that, that degradation and that, you know, the humiliation and the perversions in prison alone.
Jerry?
Do you have cigarette burns on your body?
Jerry. We had a very special guest lined up for our show tonight, one of the most gorgeous and talented actresses in Hollywood, Miss Jill St. John. Wonderful. She got here this afternoon to rehearse a dance number, but she's been having some trouble with a wisdom tooth. You don't have that problem, do you, Jill?
No, not good. I'm lucky.
You don't have wisdom teeth, do you?
No.
I could have almost guessed that. Anyway, she does, and one of them flared up, and so we took her to the nearest dentist here, Mr. Hutchison, and he's just a few doors away here on the UBS Mall. Fortunately, we were able to get our remote camera down there into the dentist's office, so we will still be able to have Miss St. John on the show. That's good news. And I think are we about ready to go to Mr. Hutchison's office now? Oh, dear. Well, Jill, it's great to have you here. I'm glad actually that you're there instead of here. I mean, that I'm not there, because, boy, I hate dentists.
Boy, you know, I was going to be a dentist.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't, my fingers weren't hairy enough, though.
Oh, I see. Well, you still can inflict pain, Jerry, that's for sure. Maybe we can get back to Jill there. Do we have her on the, in the chair? There we go. Jill!
Uh-huh.
How are you?
Uh-huh.
That's great great news. Listen, I've seen you in so many movies, and I've always wanted to ask you, are those your real teeth they're working on there, Win? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great. So, any new movies coming out? What can you tell us? Listen, I can't quite make out what she's saying.
What she said was that her new movie, The Underground Connection, will be out this September. She's also making a movie for television based on the song Boogie Boogie.
Oh, that's great. How do you know what she's saying?
Well, after 35 years of talking to people with knuckles in their mouths, you've got to know what you're saying.
Wow, 35 years. Now, have you always practiced here in Alta Coma?
No, I started in Portland, Oregon.
What do you think about some of these newfangled technical things dentists are using, like nitrous oxide to keep people calm and the stereo headsets?
Well, I use those things, too. It's a competitive business these days. I play albums through the headphones, mostly Sandler and Young.
It's too bad we're not going to be able to hear Jill's number. That leaves us one musical number short in the show. Problem, we often have that problem when Happy plays.
Well, I'm a singer myself, you know.
Well, that's great news, I'm sure. Jill, do you think you could maybe just do one song for us?
Huh?
Just one song? Is it?
She says no way. She couldn't possibly do it today. And besides, she wouldn't even consider it. And my nurse plays the piano, and we do Lions Club's dinners and church benefits and that sort of thing.
Well, that's very nice, Doctor. I'm sure you're happy doing it, too.
I could be there in 5 minutes. And I'll do free dental work for everybody in the studio for one solid year.
Now, would that include cleaning and x-rays?
Anything. I'll do anything.
What about Jill?
Free dental work for a year?
Oh, what about her? I'll give her a shot of nitrous oxide and she'll never know what hit her.
Did he offer free dental work?
He sure did.
Boy, that would be worth every penny.
You know,
of
I
it,
think
too.
we might have a solution here for everybody.
Yeah?
I think we're going to take him. We'll be right back after these words. I want to talk to Jerry for a second. Thank you, Happy. We're waiting for Jill St. John and her dentist. They should be here any minute. So in the meantime, I guess we've all heard reports about the Army and the CIA, you know, servicemen being used as guinea pigs in their drug research for the government. The Army and the CIA claim the experiments are totally controlled and that no harm is done, and there's a lot of discussion about it. Here to discuss these experiments with us is former CIA agent Mr. Benjamin Church. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Well, I've heard of people going to church. We've got one coming to us. That's great. Just occurred to me. Why not say it? Mr. Church, we've been reading about the CIA's drug research in papers, etc. Most notably with LSD and an amnesia drug.
Well, I must point out that these experiments were made in the interest of national security. You see, the amnesia drug, MK Ultra, was developed in order to erase from the memory of an agent classified materials. I was assigned to that program when I was with the office.
Okay, and where was that?
New York City.
Okay. And you were an agent doing this kind of debriefing stuff in New York?
No, I'm at Philadelphia.
Okay, Philadelphia.
No, it was New York. It was either New York or Washington.
Washington? Okay, Washington. It probably was Washington.
It was definitely in the East.
It could have been Boston. Boston is in the east.
Could be. Well, anyway, MK Ultra was finally perfected for use on human beings, but before that, during the developmental stages, it was used strictly on animals, I can assure you that.
Okay.
I bet you used it on elephants, too, because if you could make an elephant forget, it would work on anybody. And it'd be good to hire elephants because they work for peanuts. Carry everything they own in a trunk.
I'm joking. Jerry, there it is. Listen, Doctor, tell me. How did, in the final analysis, all the reports come in, how do you feel? How did the amnesia drug work?
Well, MK Ultra was injected into the bloodstream hypodermically. or it was released as a gas with an exploding pellet.
Okay.
You know, it may have been a pill. No, I think it was. I think it was a pill.
Okay.
Unless it was mixed in food and ingested orally. Well, you had to get it inside a person somehow.
No, well, it doesn't matter. I don't want to hear all these dry facts. I'm just enough of a kid to want to hear some of the secret agent stuff that Mr. Church can tell. Some of the stories of the adventures he had as a secret agent before he came in out of the cold, so to speak.
Well, I'll tell you, my last case was really a dilly. Now, all we knew was that this unknown operative in Miami wanted to control all of the gold in the world. You see?
Mm-hmm.
He was a fanatic for gold.
Yeah,
in fact, he had planned to rob Fort Knox. Now, he'd already used some gold paint to kill one of our female agents. Painted her with it, choked off her pores, killed her dead. Now, he had this evil Oriental assistant, and he had a bowler hat.
That was the plot of the movie Goldfinger. And it was just on television the other night. I guess you probably saw it, and that's what you're remembering.
Oh?
Seriously, I wouldn't.
What a bummer.
Okay, if it's a natural mistake. Listen, why don't you just relax? Maybe you can come back another day when you can feel like about whatever comes to mind, your alleged mind, whatever's left of it. Thank you, Mr. Bernard Church. It's Bernard, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, no, it's Barth. Barth.
No, I'm Barth.
Bernard?
Benjamin.
Right, yes, thank you.
Did Hollywood ever pay you for the rights to that Goldfinger story?
We're still waiting for Jill St. John and her dentist. We expect they'll be here any time now, so stay with us, okay? Just talking about the idea he might want to tie a string around his finger. I've seen that work.
But that'd only complicate things because he'd be reminded that he forgot something, but he wouldn't know what the heck it is that he forgot.
Right, he said he was going to do it, though, except he couldn't remember how to tie the thing.
It's hard to tie something around your own finger. You'd have to get someone else to tie it around.
Well, the thing is, if you're right-handed, you'd use your right hand, but that's the one you look at most. So here it is over here, and you forgot you had it there. So
Which finger would you use?
well, you'd have to take that ring off, or, whatever. It's interesting, isn't it? Listen, if you're joining us late, shame on you. But if you are joining us late, Jill St. John was in the dentist's office when we started the show earlier. She had some wisdom tooth problems, but that was only a couple doors away. She's now here in our studio. Please welcome the lovely Jill St. John. You look terrific. I can't believe you've been at a dentist. That's great.
Oh, thank you. Yes, a slight oral emergency.
I was hoping the dentist would hurt you to see you react, because then I could try to tell whether you were really in pain or just acting.
Listen, I read something earlier. You're involved with National Safety Month, or is it Safety
Yes.
Hour or Day? Or...
It's this month. This is National Outdoor Safety Month, and I'm the chairperson. And I'm here to give you some safety tips.
That's fantastic. Chairperson. They always say that now instead of chairman.
I prefer to be called chairwoman, to tell you the truth. I mean, chairperson, is this a neuter? I mean, well, what is a chairperson?
Well, I guess it's trying to avoid that sexism, but if you think of it per son, now you got the masculine at the end, it would have to be per daughter. It gets all crazy. You'd end up with, and then people like Ethel Merman would be Ethel Mer per daughter. It's nuts.
You really take it to the last degree, don't you?
Someone's going to, someone has to. People pulling into a gas station asking for a can of Uncle Freeze, I think is a little too far. That's liable to happen if you keep it up. So, you're the chairwoman person?
I'm the chairperson for National Outdoor Safety Month, which is this month. And I would like to ask everyone to please use their common sense. Read the directions on any machine you are going to operate. Use good common sense for water safety. One of the biggest problems that people have, actually, is in outdoor barbecues, campfires, things like that. They'll take a can of lighter fluid, and they've got the charcoal briquettes going, and they don't think it's going fast enough, so they take the can and they give a little spray. The flame travels back to the can, and They explode.
blows up the can.
Yes, they immolate themselves, and
all that good food
for
goes.
non-political reasons, it's really a waste.
Absolutely.
So there is a can top called the Flame Trap Cap, and it's black, and it's sold by many, many lighter manufacturers use this cap, and I'd like to ask people to please use that cap. It will save
sounds
many
like
lives.
good advice. Because outdoor safety is important. One way, of course, you can do it is just don't leave the house. And then, of course, you're stuck with indoor safety. But,
Accidents start in the home.
well, I told that to Jerry, and I told him, in fact, it's true that more accidents occur within a mile of home than anything else. He said, that settles it. We're moving.
He's kidding, of course, but I do plan to spend as much time as I can outside now.
And the boating accidents, and this covers anything that happens outside.
Well, for instance, in boating accidents, if a boat were to capsize, most people would immediately try to swim for shore, which is a foolhardy thing to do. A capsized boat will stay afloat for at least as long as it will take help to get to you.
Really?
The best thing to do is not to leave the boat, but to stay with it.
Sure, because you paid for the darn thing.
You know, I don't think this dentist was quite as good as I might have hoped.
Uh-oh.
Well, perhaps...
Did he throw in the free dental floss?
No, the free dental floss? No, but
Charged
he was
you?
a little heavy-handed with the nitrous oxide.
That's good.
He didn't try to engrave the Lord's Prayer on one of your teeth, did he? I know he used to try that sometime.
Oh, was that one of his tricks? Well, you know, he could have done it, and I didn't know.
Nope, doesn't look like he tried. I had an uncle, though, who was very, every time he'd check into a hotel, the first thing he'd do, he was afraid the hotel would catch on fire, and he'd always check the fire escapes and the exits.
That's a good idea.
Yes, but one day he got locked. They locked from the inside, and he was stuck up there, and he had to go down the fire escapes, and he got down about the fourth, and he fell about 4 stories and broke a leg. But he said, better safe than sorry, you know. If there's a fire sometime.
There was no fire at this time?
No, but when he checked in, the first thing he would always do is check to see the fire exits.
That's good.
And you don't believe those signs that say completely fireproof.
No, that's true. Actually, you can't believe half the signs you see these days. I went down at the post office that said no dogs allowed except for seeing eye dogs. Now, who's supposed to read that? You know?
Well, it's like, what's the difference between flammable and inflammable?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I think they'll both go right up, huh?
Yes.
Unless you have one of those little black caps.
Flame trap caps,
That's
yes,
right.
exactly.
And they should get big ones for the back of those trucks. What if you're following a little Honda Civic? I could say that. It's a brand name. And, and there's no black cap on the thing, and somebody hits them, some kid, let's say, practicing archery on the hill, hits the oil truck, the hole comes out, and there you are. Okay, listen, I'm sorry you couldn't do your song for us today.
Well, I am too, but it hurts to open my mouth too
You couldn't sing it just in mono?
Just in mono. No, but from what I've heard, while I was having my tooth worked on, you made a deal with my dentist, and he's going to do my arrangement.
Well, because I figured the arrangement's probably wonderful. I wouldn't want him to do anyone else's, because you are our guest. So,
Sweet.
Since your dentist has volunteered to sing your arrangement, and he brought his nurse along with him who plays the piano. Not at the office, I hope. So, Jill, since it is your dentist, it's your song. You want to make the introduction?
Well, I'd be very happy to. Thank you.
Great.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our singing dentist, Dr. Carlton Hutchison, doing my arrangement of Higher and Higher.
you. Little extra trombone note there. We're not going to charge you for that, though, not this time. It's nice of you to show up at all. Listen, that's about it for tonight. I want to thank my wonderful guests. Well, we'll go in the order that they happen. Happy, of course, you were here early today, so we'll say happy, kind, the Mirth Makers. Wonderful Jerry Hubbard. Mr. Church, thank you very much. It was very nice chatting with you.
I'd like to thank you, Johnny. It was a pleasure being on.
No, Barth.
Barth?
Maybe you've been... It's okay. Doctor, and it is Doctor now. Congratulations on that, and wonderful piano playing. That left hand. If you only had that sensitivity in your left hand, it's so lacking in your right, you'd have a chance. Thank you again, and Jill, what can I possibly say? I'm sorry you had the tooth problem.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I had it too, but
Maybe
those
it's a
things
lesson
happen.
to all of us to take care of our teeth, okay? And we
This
really
is
think...
true. This is true.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. A little candy, just what I need.
Okay. And thank you again for being here. We'll be back tomorrow night. See you then. Bye. Savile.